Darling.
Hold,
So-
please, just a second. I'm gonna get my little camera.
Oh. Oh, we're turning it on?
We're turning it on. Here's the little camera that I turn on about this time. I don't know if it's on yet. I'm gonna turn it on right now.
It's on.
Oh.
Okay, so this is behind the scenes. Let me get a better angle on you. So we'll do this for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. So you'll see what goes on in the commercial breaks and in, the different breaks and stuff. Okay, but you got to have the, what's it called? Fox Local, the app. Yep, 7 o'clock.
From the Fox 29 studios, this
And if you could fix that, it'd be great. Thank you.
a man's in critical condition after an overnight shooting.
Papers here.
Thank you.
We are live.
Shots were fired, and people were almost dead.
Could you
Yep.
frame it?
Stand by.
Hey, guys. So do you have any inappropriate jokes that you can tell at this juncture that are only marginally inappropriate?
Who has the dirtiest knees in a hospital? No, that's too dirty.
Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us. We definitely appreciate it.
Shouldn't we be mentioning this guy from New Jersey?
Well, I was just looking at that one page of the paper. It's what you said over when it comes in. We sort of just scan the papers, front page of this paper too. Yeah, I think it is in the setup. It should be mentioned.
Rob,
Yes.
And
can you
this.
pull that back a little bit? My head is cut off. And my head should be cut off at some point. Hi, how are you? By the way, in our, I said I was got him in a hot flash because I got all these hormones in me. And Di, who's in the control room right now, she's worked here since 1906, just like me. She gave me this fan to blow on and it really has helped. I've cooled way down. Do I have any sweat on my brow?
No, you're
It's all
completely-
gone.
Yeah. And it's fascinating because it's a tiny little thing, but it actually oscillates like a giant fan.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, I'm like, why am I getting this wave of like, and it moves back and forth.
6 settings, Sue.
And it's quiet. They're all back in the day.
Yeah, it feels good.
So yeah, it was pretty hot yesterday actually. We got up to 83 degrees, but not so much today. Let's go to Rehoboth and see what's going on. Ugh, very
It seems
gloomy
as if
there
it's-
at the gazebo.
It's
Yeah, it's just this bar at the top of
Sky's
your.
gray.
You see it.
a little bit. Right there.
Raining, or at least
Awesome.
it has been. I'm looking here
Like a
down here
giant
at the Delaware
head.
beaches. There's plenty of green on radar just about everywhere. North and
This
west
thing
of
is
the city.
incredibly
The
quiet.
Delaware beaches, the Jersey Shore, Dover, Delaware, Philadelphia. We've got umbrellas up here in Old City. The number is a mere 5 out of 10 today. I should have given yesterday a 10. It was a 9, but still. Apple Pie Day today. Bust up, buddy, with all the rain here. Cloudy in the 60s this morning off to school and heading home. It's in the 60s. Maybe apple pie a la mode. 64 degrees our current temperature in Philadelphia. We get into the upper 60s by about 11 this morning. By game time for the Phillies, it'll be in the mid-60s still. And yes, we still have a chance of rain. Might even reach 70, but that's the situation. Whatever it feels like right now, Bob Kelly, outside, it's going to feel that way all day long. Rain, rain, rain.
Yeah, got the stickies. TikTok, 7 o'clock. Good morning, everybody. Here's a live look. The Ben Franklin Bridge, an example of the city skyline. Dreary roads are wet. No problems, though, coming over to Benny. Got an accident, though, on 95. Come on over here. This is the northbound side of 95. Right at the Girard Avenue off-ramp. All blocked over the part of the right lane. And that's causing the delay leaving Center City on the Biden Expressway, heading north on I-95. Southbound gets your normal delays in Coppin down to Bridge Street. Starting to see delays here east on the Schuylkill. Again, wet and slow. First run out of the house gets the best umbrella. North on 676 over in Camden, an accident. Right at the Collins Ave off-ramp. New Jersey Transit, the River Line had to cancel the train because of equipment issues this morning. And Amtrak expect canceled trains and delays today because of yesterday's 7-alarm fire down in Baltimore, which suspended service on the overnight for Amtrak. So they're playing catch-up this morning. So make sure you check with their website for the trains, for the up-to-date train schedule for the morning rush hour. Mike and Karen, back over to you.
All right, thanks. 7:05. Well, a man is in the hospital. In fact, it's in critical condition after being shot over on Market Street in West Philly. You know that business quarter on Market Street? mostly in the 40s and 50s. A lot of bullets were flying, Greg.
With bullets, police said there was more than 30 shell casings that they found. And as you mentioned, I mean, 59th in Market Street, there's a large amount of businesses that are there. And at that hour, there were some businesses that were getting open. There were employees that were within these businesses. There were also people that were in their cars around this area. So it's fortunate that this wasn't an even worse situation than what it was. Now take a look at your screen. This is video from what we shot overnight in regards to this. Now police say just after 11:30 p.m., 18 district officers responded to calls of gunshots and a shooting on the 5900 block of Market Street. When police arrived,
I do. I
they found
haven't
a
gotten
man
it
in
yet.
his
I'm reading
20s,
national
shot
news and
multiple times in the lower back and face. He was immediately rushed to an area hospital, and like we mentioned
Don't you like
before,
to see, like,
the
if your
scene
friends
was
are,
brutal.
lost any
Are
of their
still
loved ones,
alive.
and you can be compassionate? I'll skip ahead. Let me take a look and see. If there's anybody I grew up with.
One of these days you're gonna open that up.
So we know two
My sister's gonna
caliber
stop it.
guns were fired. Two takeout businesses, restaurants that were open for business were both struck in the front by gunfire. Although there were employees in both these businesses, they're very lucky they were not struck by gunfire.
Now, police have not made any arrests in this case, and they do mention that they believe the suspect vehicle is a light SUV. But one of the things, guys, is because of the fact that this is such a busy area with a lot of businesses, there's also a lot of cameras. So police say they do have a lot to work
You know,
with
Karen,
when it comes
tell
to
me.
the surveillance video.
You could
try
go to
track
the
down
YouTube,
suspect or
our
suspects
YouTube.
in this case.
All right. Greg, thank you. 7:07.
Let's get to Delaware County, where they're going to have a big job fair today for all those people who got laid off when the hospitals closed. Of course, the two hospitals that closed, basically 3,000 people. So Ellen is down at one of our stadiums right there in Chester.
Until 10 o'clock.
We never met a brick wall we didn't love.
But the workers just got here and they are finishing setting up the tables. They are working hard to get everything ready. The tables are out. They're putting some
Yes.
more out. They're ready to
There's a
put
PJ Wellahans in
200
there.
employers to
My
sit
sister was
down
just there
and
for
talk
a
with
union
many of
game
those healthcare
down at the
workers
stadium,
that
and it
they
was a
can.
great time.
Oh, yeah,
On Saturday. It was the
it's
first
packed.
time. Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not, well, no, it doesn't start till 10. Everything starts at 10.
Gotta get up and get there.
I have a hair on my nose, and it's driving me insane. Anybody have tweezers? Sue, you do? Sue has everything, by the way.
She's Mary Poppins. She can pull out of her bag.
Bag she can.
Yes,
Got
it's
everything.
exact. It's total Mary Poppins bag. Yeah. Was your mom like that? My mom's like that. She can have everything in her
She's got the
bag.
little butter squares like from the diner in case you need butter.
Really?
The little jelly packets.
The little jelly packets.
My kids do
Sanko
that.
sweet love.
We go to the when we go to the hotel, they take all the mini stuff.
Oh yeah.
Do you do that too?
Oh, yeah,
Mini
I-
stuff?
yeah.
Shampoos and things.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sue Serio.
And because of greed and a for-profit entity, we are now
watch what you're gonna do with it?
two
Yeah.
hospitals serving 500.
You need a mirror?
I feel like there's a little hair right there,
I don't see it.
but I can
Yes,
feel
this
it.
does affect so many people. So again, this job fair starts at 10 o'clock, runs until 2. They are just ready to get here and finish
No,
up.
really
it
hurt.
hasn't
That'll make you
happened yet.
sneeze.
Oh, I got it.
Lawyers here to answer questions, people to help you
Oh my
fill
gosh,
out
it's there. You
forms,
did
in
get it.
addition to all
Wow.
the
God, that
employees
feels
that will
good.
be here.
Got it.
Teeniest
Yeah.
little hair can
Yeah.
be so bothersome.
Because
But
again,
so
you don't get
satisfying.
this chance that often where you have
Okay, I
all
have a
these
bad
people
story
under
coming up.
one roof.
Okay.
And again, we all know how difficult it is to navigate the system when you lose your job if it's a manner goes up. So hopefully people will come and take advantage of it despite the rain that's coming, right? That's
Oh, they'll come. Yeah, nearly 3,000 people. Yeah, they'll be there.
And it's covered where they are, certainly.
Right.
It's in the, underneath.
It's
area.
underneath
Yeah.
the stands there at that beautiful ballpark, Subaru. The man accused of a mass shooting on the Florida State University campus last month, remember that, is now out of the hospital. Phoenix Eichner is his name. Went through several surgeries after officers shot him. One of the bullets went into his jaw. This guy is accused of shooting and killing 2 people on that campus. 6 others were hurt during the shooting. Eichner faces 2 counts of first-degree murder, 7 counts of attempted murder. He's expected in court for his first appearance today, this morning, at 11 o'clock.
Also happening today, a lot of us will be closely watching what happens with the Menendez brothers. They would like to be released from prison after serving so many decades. They have a hearing in their long-awaited re-sentencing case. So they were sentenced, Eric and Lyle Menendez, to life in prison back in 1996 for fatally shooting their mother and father. Their legal team says they were acting in self-defense following years of sexual abuse by their father. Prosecutors say they were trying to get a multi-million-dollar inheritance. So if resentenced, they could be eligible for parole immediately. But interestingly, what came out on Friday was that they had some recent violations for like having a cell phone in prison, and one of them was charged with selling drugs and, you know, having people lie on taxes. So we'll see what happens. Their DA out there is not particularly sympathetic.
No. Wasn't that part of the plot of Shawshank Redemption that Andy Dufresne was helping the warden with his taxes? Yeah.
Movies, art imitating life, and vice versa.
Has President Trump landed?
He's there, and he's already been meeting with the leaders there in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah, first overseas trip, obviously, in his second term now. Hi, Doug. How many countries is he going to? Okay.
President Trump arriving in Saudi Arabia this morning, part of a region he focused on in his first term as well.
It should increasingly become one of the great global centers of commerce and opportunity.
And increasing investments in the U.S. will be a major part of this week's outreach.
That's what Donald Trump wants to do. He wants to be like a governor going on a trade mission.
But it will also go well beyond.
Is he getting picking up some of the $2 billion that his son-in-law got from Saudi Arabia?
There's the ongoing conflict in Gaza. And while the current itinerary includes stops in Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Qatar, the president said he is open to adding a stop in Turkey, where talks are set to begin this week to end the war in Ukraine.
I would fly there if I thought it would be helpful.
And the stop in Qatar is generating some controversy, with the president about to accept a gift from that country, a 747 that he plans to use as a temporary replacement for the aircraft currently used as Air Force One.
His shameless self-enrichment is without equal in American history.
The Democrats scolded the president, who responded with a golf analogy.
There was an old golfer named Sam Snead. Did you ever hear him? He won 82 tournaments. He was a great golfer. And he had a motto: when they give you a putt, you say thank you very much, you pick up your ball, and you walk to the next hole.
Okay, despite some unease, even among some Republicans, the White House insists this is all above board, and that the plane will eventually be transferred to the President's Library Foundation.
So the next president after President Trump won't get that plane to ride around in? Yeah, 40 years old, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got you. Okay, but they got to retrofit this fancy plane from, yeah. No, I'll take it. No. The plane's worth $400 million. How about that? Well, the last known American hostage held by Hamas is finally free. The group just released American-Israeli dual citizen in Alexander. He is from Tenafly, which is up near New York City, in New Jersey, Tenafly, New Jersey, in Bergen County. He was abducted by Hamas during, the horrible attack.
There he is with his mother greeting him.
Oh, wow.
Military. What a moment. She'd waited all this time, more than a year and a half.
Yeah, it's like
2 birthdays celebrated there.
Over 500 days, right? So the U.S. Special Envoy, Steve Witkoff, who played a role in talks with Hamas, was there when he was reunited with his family. Benjamin Netanyahu also claimed credit for his release. However, Hamas called this young man's release a gesture to the United States and hoped it would lead to a ceasefire. Israel is returning to talks about a possible ceasefire and a hostage release. Still, 58 people remain captive, and we yeah, the talks continued to get everybody released.
Interestingly, the president is not going to Israel. Some people see
No,
that as a
yeah.
snub during this time, but we'll see what happens on this. He's got a lot to accomplish.
Yeah. All right, 7:15.
The Pope got a look at his new living quarters or home, if he so chooses. This is, very symbolic, of course, when they removed the seals from the papal apartment of the Apostolic Palace. So it's the first time that it's been opened since the death of Pope Francis. It's always sealed upon their death of the Pope.
Yeah, I don't think Pope Francis even lived in there.
So it's unclear if this Pope, Leo, plans to move into that apartment, but we'll see.
All right. If I had my choice, I think I'd live in there. The jockey who rode Sovereignty to victory at the Kentucky Derby won't be on the track again anytime soon. Junior Alvarado has been fined and suspended for striking the horse with his riding crop too many times during the race. Officials say he struck the horse 8 times. That's 2 more than what's allowed. The fine is $62,000 or 20% of his $310,000 winnings. He also got a 2-race suspension. Okay, Sue, so I'd like to see that around here. You limit hitting me to 6.
6 times.
6 times, not 8.
Show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I go 7 or 8, then I'm fine.
What number?
Thousands of dollars.
What?
A lot.
What number am I up
It was
to today?
62,000.
Yeah.
I've slapped you 6 times.
You're done. That's it.
That's
Done.
it. No
That's
more.
it.
Who knew? I didn't know that was a rule.
I didn't.
No.
I think
Because you see him going like this all the
All the
time.
time.
Right.
Yeah, gotta be more than that.
Huh. You hit him too many times. I hate them. It's a horrible thing anyway. These horses, do they really want to run?
they do,
Do they?
but they don't want to be hit.
Who interviewed them? Don't hit me. Here's Sue.
Let's talk allergies, because a lot of people in this building have been sneezing a lot this morning. So I checked with the asthma center to see tree pollen is still high and grass pollen is now high as well. Weeds low, mold spores low. That's what we got going on.
It's just
We got
ridiculous.
Lots of rain moving into the area. Maybe that will help with the tree and grass pollen over the next couple
One of my
days.
biggest fans.
But right now, it's kind of filling in that just about everywhere seeing some rain. And if you get a lull, like you
It's a
see,
menopause
right
fan.
here between
His
the counties of
bingo fan.
Bucks
You can
and
use it when he
Montgomery.
plays bingo.
It won't be lasting for long.
Why do you
There's
use
more
this at
rain on the
bingo?
way. Jersey Shore as well as the
People-
Delaware.
It gets hot in there,
This
all
morning.
smoking.
Now, if you look at the chances of rain over the next 24 hours, it's up and down. It's on and off in the Lehigh Valley. In the Philadelphia area, I think later on, right around game time for the Phillies, it looks like widespread showers. So what will happen to the
I'm going to
game?
get one of
We'll
these.
have to wait and see, but just know that if you're going, you should bring that poncho. 68 degrees today for a high temperature, 70 tomorrow, and then mid-70s on Friday. Morning trend continues Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're in the 80s. Possible thunderstorms both Friday and Saturday, but it should dry out for sure on Sunday. Bobby Kelly.
You got it, Shooty. 7:19 on this Tuesday morning. Yeah, kind of a wet start. No accident for the gang up here in Limerick, east on 422, right at that Limerick interchange as you head on in toward Collegeville, 29 again. Everything's slower than normal, slower than yesterday. We had about 83 degrees in sunshine. Everything's damp and wet this morning. Headlights are heading south. You're slow crawling to Center City. We just got rid of that accident north on 95 at Girard. But some rough go here this morning now at SEPTA. Delays on the Trenton, Chestnut Hill East, and the Norristown. They had to cancel a train on the Market Frankford line because of equipment issues, and we got a normal slew of bus and trolley delays because of the lack of drivers this morning. Add to that, New Jersey Transit canceled a Riverline train because of equipment issues, so we'll see some overcrowding there. And last night, 7-alarm fire all the way down in Baltimore, impacting Amtrak this morning. They had to suspend service last night on the Northeast Corridor between New York and Washington. So the trains not in place where they should be this morning. A couple of canceled trains. Expect delays if you're riding the rails this morning. And hello, Delco. Here's a live look at 95. You can watch for delays exiting, trying to get up and over that Commodore Barrett Bridge. Again, down to one lane with construction. Mike and Karen, back over to you.
Phillies opened that 6-game homestand. They're going to play 3 with the Cardinals. Well, 2 more. Last night's game, the Cardinals are playing really well. Kyle Schwarber extended his on-base streak to 47 straight games. Phillies lost. It was a tight game. 3-2. Matt Strom came in relief. There he is. Gave up a home run. That was the winning run. 3-2. Cardinals beat the Phillies. They'll go after it again this evening at 6:05 if the weather permits. You know, Disney is coming in hot this summer, as the kids say. More on what adults can look forward to the next time they head to the Disney theme parks.
And let's get out to Jen in Berks County.
Crops are coming. You may not see anything until mid-June, but we're doing a little check-in here at Freight Run to make sure everything is looking good. And doing things.
I don't know if I understand
There.
what this Geo 82 Lounge is.
Karen,
Yeah.
I'm going to pee.
Oh, go right ahead.
And get more, oh God, more coffee.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I'm gonna take too long. You're running downstairs. Thanks, Keith. Ta-da. Thank you. What would I do without you?
Everybody says.
Let's go places. Where's that chair?
Upstairs. Better than the red ones.
You could just get some like napkins.
That's what I'm working on. I'm trying to look fancy.
About 30 seconds left in this break.
Hey, go. You go first.
You go first. Yours is probably more time.
It's
like
not. I'm just looking at this new Disney story that we have about this additional, like this lounge. It's in. We're doing it now. But there's a thing that's in the post.
No mic chair. No
That
mic chair.
about how expensive Disney is
5,
now. That went
4,
viral. It's a dad
3,
complaining that it costs $1,400 for a family of
we're back.
5, which
I guess I'll get out of the way.
You have to.
Isn't that one of the neatest things there over there at Friends Select, where they have that field on top of the school? You can see the kids out there playing. So we're talking about school right now because a lot of the seniors, they're done with their classes already and they're just doing senior projects. We would love to see the seniors that we can celebrate that went to college or graduating from high school. So please send in your selfie pictures. So this isn't our normal hashtag way of doing it. We'd like you to go to our website, fox29.com/upload, and you upload your photo right there, and that's exactly what the page is going to look like when you just fill out that little information, which is just like your name and email. The reason we're doing this is because we can't show professional pictures, but we love to brag on your kids, so please do that. Let's show you a photo. Let's give you an example of one of our graduating seniors. Here it is. Ariana Cox, thank you for sending this one. Congratulations, Ari. We love you graduating from Palumbo, headed to Westchester University. Go Rams! You go, girl! From Grandma Lisa. How cute is that? And here's another one we have here from Jason. Senior class of 2025. Could not be more proud of my son and his achievements. We are as well. Congratulations from Levittown. So send in your pictures of your human and we would like to talk about them and all of their wonderful accomplishments. All right, so I was just doing research on this one. I'm fascinated by this. So Disney's gotten expensive, but they have a new adults-only experience that's going to be coming out this summer. June 4th is when it opens, which happens to be my anniversary. So this is the lounge, adults only, and you have the view. The thing here is you get the view of the fireworks. So you get included with the price, which is not inexpensive. So this is called the Geo 82 Lounge. You get a cocktail or champagne for $180. You also get the food, because I'm like, what am I getting for $180 per person on top of your theme park ticket? So you can get your choice of these cocktails, and then you get this like small bites menu basically that you get to select from, and then you get the private view of the fireworks show. It's called Geo 82, and again, it opens June 4th, but you can book your reservations now, and they say it's extremely limited in the size, or the amount of people that are allowed to come into that.
Hi.
Hi.
I'll be going. That will be incentive for me to go there.
Well, I don't know what you do with the kids, because if you've already, it just has to be you were only on it, like maybe it's your honeymoon. I think that would be who it would appeal to. People like you're on a special event or a special birthday, because if you already have, or maybe if you have multi-day and like a park hopper ticket, because if you have a one-day ticket, you're not just going to tell the kids to go like wait, go wait in line, kids, while mom and dad go check out the fireworks.
Just leave them home with grandma.
So you can let us know if you would do that.
All right, it is 7:27.
Well, this was a day that certainly changed Philadelphia history 40 years ago. The Move bombing. It was 40 years ago. That is as it occurred there on Osage Avenue. An entire block burned, and so many people lost their homes. And of course, we had 11 people who lost their lives. So today, our city council is reflecting and remembering. We will have Mike Africa Jr. joining us coming up next.
Was there something?
That was it. So I just wanted to, I didn't know if Rose wanted to add that maybe it just is a good chat. The prices of, and it's just some viral thing right now. It's on the post. What were you going to say?
I don't remember.
Oh no!
It's okay. I think it was just about my chair set up over there, so it's fine. I'm just gonna get a white tablecloth and try to make it look zhuzhy. Fancy.
Bob, you hear?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Try him now.
Yeah.
I swear, it flew it out today.
The highest quality money you can buy is absolutely worthless if it is not installed properly. That's why we take installation process very seriously. Rigorous testing from actual eyes on our installation managers. Many crews fail as only few are able to install the quality of roof our homeowners deserve. Bottom line,
Bob Kelly,
the highest quality installation from Victors. Call or go online for your equipment today.
Television? Come on over this way. Step around the wires.
We're going to say goodbye, but I'll see you tomorrow morning at about 7 o'clock. Okay?
Okay.
We'll do this again.
Right here.
My biggest fan.
Nice.
Mike, we're going to put you over here.
Right this way.
They told me to bring my book.
Yes,
great.
absolutely.
So you go right here.
I am.
15 seconds. There you go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, here we go. We're back. Stand by.
Hey, Karen, we're getting fancy. The Michelin Guide is expanding after more than 100 years of publishing its famous pamphlet. Michelin will finally list Philadelphia eateries, restaurants, in its restaurant guide. By the way, a special guest, the international